morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on Wave Now. I'm Ira Ansari. So this press conference that I want to take you to has already started. Sorry for being a little late. We're going to pretend like we're just going to scoot in. No one noticed. The city of Louisville and several folks from around Kentucky, they're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of Metropolitan College with UPS. So we are going to jump in. They've already started. Let's listen.
Effective communication is a big thing for me, and I feel like I'm a much better communicator because of UPS and Metro College, as well as I've gained a strong work ethic, and as well as I've improved my time management skills immensely. UPS has given me many opportunities, as well as others, to go to work and go to college simultaneously. One of the great things about UPS is there's so many options to move up, so many opportunities and new jobs that you can do. And it's because of those that I'm excited that I get to continue to work here at UPS. There's something here for everyone, literally everyone. Another great thing about UPS is I've met so many wonderful people who support me and my coworkers and my peers. And I'm so grateful for that and those people. I want students who are contemplating being a Metro College student to know that you can do this. Trust me, if I can do it, you can too. And let's face it, who doesn't want to graduate from college debt-free? Thank you. Thank you so much.
I feel like it's a buzzer at the end of the game or something. At least I waited till you finished, Grace. Thank you very much, Grace. And actually, Mr. Allen is in the back of the room. I know she referenced him, but he's right there. And I'll just say, you raised one heck of a young woman. Next, please join me in welcoming Mayor Greenberg. And I will just tell you, in his few short months as mayor, in fact, his first few weeks, he came out and did the midnight tour here at our facility. And as part of that, he was automatically, I could see the wheels going on in his head, how he was going to figure out how he can best leverage the logistics cluster in Louisville to help drive economic development. And so we're very appreciative of that, and we look forward to working with him on that. More importantly, we took him into our simulator to learn how to fly an airplane. The only problem is what happens in the simulator stays in the simulator. So I'm not allowed to disclose how that went, but I'll just say he did okay. You can pay me later for not telling the truth. Anyway, with that, Mayor Greenberg.
Thank you so much, Nick. It sounds like the governor and I had a similar experience in that simulator. We'll just leave it at that. But it's so wonderful to be with you all here today. Thank you, Nick. Bill, congratulations. We are so excited about collaborating with you in your new role. Grace, you are truly an inspiration. That was wonderful. Really, such a important message that I hope is just an inspiration to other students who will continue to follow in your path. And it's always wonderful to be with Governor Beshear, Senator Rocky Adams. Thank you both for your leadership of the executive branch and the legislative branch. The entire city of Louisville excited about partnering with both of you to continue to move Louisville forward and have so many great new announcements like this today in the years to come. We are so incredibly blessed to have UPS Worldport and to have UPS as such an important and amazing community partner here in Louisville. UPS means so much to our economy and so much more. It helps, obviously, all of our businesses connect with suppliers, partners, customers all over the world. And it's one of the many reasons why our city's economy is booming and our state's economy is also booming. Given how important UPS is to all of us here in Louisville, it's especially meaningful to see continued investments in more than just buildings, which is incredibly important. And Nick, by the way, I meant to mention, for the 50th anniversary, I'm confident by then that's not going to be the newest building on airport grounds anymore. There's going to be a lot more UPS investment to come over the next 25 years. But that is one of the amazing investments. I mean, to think about that, UPS has invested more than $1 billion in new aircraft hangar and other things on this facility. But also beyond the investments right here at the airport, I just want to say thank you to UPS for the investments in our community, in the local nonprofits that you all have supported over the years, in the volunteer work that all of the UPS, that so many of the UPSers do across our city and across our state. And then, of course, there's what we're here to celebrate today, creating opportunities for people like Grace, for so many UPSers that I met on my tour that evening that you just referenced, and that I continue to meet as I go about the city, people who have had the opportunity to get an amazing education and create a better life for themselves and their family. UPS Metro College was a great idea 25 years ago. And today, it's an even better idea and more important than ever before. Because as our economy evolves, our workforce evolves, and our approach to developing our workforce has to evolve as well. We have to respect that there are many different educational paths that people can follow, and we need to open as many of those paths as possible and clear the way to remove barriers like the financial burden that Grace just talked about, so that more people can get their post-secondary education, and ideally, like Grace, without the burden of student debt. So this is something that Metro College is doing amazingly, and that our city is going to continue to support through programs like the Evolve 502 Scholarship, and also the Everyone's Counts initiative that Governor Beshear has championed for so long. Thank you, Governor, for championing that great program. And I know that working together with the state legislature and with the governor, more things like this will be in the work for our city and our state. We here in Louisville are right now at the cusp of putting together a new economic development action plan for our city. UPS is a key part of that in so many ways. And one of the ways that we're focused on is ensuring that more people in Louisville get more degrees to provide more opportunity for themselves and their family. Metro College has been leading the way for 25 years, and I'm convinced it's going to continue to lead the way for 25 and more. There are so many people who may have not gotten a degree without this opportunity. And when that happens, not only do we make higher education possible for them, but we help their families. And we know that this has an impact on the next generation and the next generation. That is why education is so important. And that's why my administration is going to continue to support programs like this, and working also with Senator Rocky Adams, with the governor, with Lieutenant Governor Coleman, and others in Frankfurt, to not just focus on workforce development when people become adults, but also to make universal pre-K a reality for kids here in Louisville and across the state. So in honor of the celebration here today, I wanted to bring a proclamation on behalf of the entire city of Louisville to congratulate and thank Metropolitan College, the University of Louisville, Jefferson Community Technical College, and everyone else that has been involved with this program that has given thousands of Kentuckians the opportunity to access debt-free higher education and advance their careers. Metropolitan College is truly a national model, and we are so excited for the next 25 years. Congratulations and thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mayor. Of course, the Metropolitan College program support couldn't happen if it wasn't for those in the General Assembly. Many years ago, the program actually switched to a tax incentive, which must be approved by the General Assembly. And one of those folks who's with us today was an ardent supporter of doing that several years ago, and has been a supporter time and time again, not just of the Metropolitan College program, but of any UPS needs that we've had over the years. And I know that she's been a long time the member of she served in the council, she served in the House, now she served in the Senate. I have no idea how she's old enough to have done all that, but without further ado, please welcome Senator Julie Rocky Adams.
Thank you, Nick. Nick aged me, but I'm going to go ahead and age myself again. But thank you. It's really such an honor to be part of this group with such great leaders to my left. So it's fun being up here. So I am going to date myself. So years ago, I was back on staff of Congresswoman Ann Northup when this program was just in its infancy. And we've come full circle now because here I am up here celebrating 25 years of great success. I mean, it's just tremendous what we see. And so this is what a public-private partnership should look like. I mean, our kids and our community are the real winners in reaping the rewards of a program like this. So Frankfurt has enjoyed being a partner that has allowed over 23,000 students to attend college debt-free. And as it was said before, the Metro College program is an incredible example of what the business community and what government can do when we collaborate. So I feel confident that I can speak for the entire General Assembly when I say that we are truly grateful and appreciative of what UPS and the Metro College program have been able to achieve for our Kentucky students and our Commonwealth. Thank you, UPS.
Thank you, Julie. So with that, we have one last speaker who really doesn't need any sort of announcement of who he is. But I will just say that his focus on education, not just understanding the pipeline that Metropolitan College creates, but also with the Everyone Counts program that we worked with, have been partnered with him on for the last 2 years. And that's to make sure that every high school graduate in the city of Louisville has a job in Louisville when they graduate. And that's a pretty noble cause in addition to this program, which just further creates a great pipeline for workforce in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Andy Beshear.
Good morning, and it is great to be in Louisville. My wife and I called this city home for 15 years. It's where our kids were born. It's where they went to elementary school, where we made so many of our friends and built our life together. And I was proud to be the first governor I can remember in my lifetime to say he was proud to live in Louisville while running for governor. I want to thank Nick, and I want to thank UPS for hosting us today. This is a heck of a backdrop, isn't it? And to Grace, my goodness, it's hard to go after you. Now, after listening to Grace talk about the amount of money that this program has saved her down to the 70 cents, I was really interested in what her focus of her studies are. I figured it was finance. Turns out it's business administration. You're going to do a heck of a job. Let's give Grace another round of applause. It is wonderful to be celebrating this amazing partnership between three incredible Team Kentucky partners: UPS, the University of Louisville, Jefferson Community and Technical College. And I want to thank our dynamic mayor of this city, Craig Greenberg, for continuing the unwavering support that the city of Louisville has provided to this partnership. For years, these partners have continually supported our students, our economy, and our Commonwealth. They have made opportunity possible for individuals and for families that might not have otherwise been able to have that opportunity to go to college, to graduate from college, to hold a good job that works with their studies, to better their lives and the lives of their families. What this program has done has made intra-generational change, because we know that when we can get someone in a good and stable job, when we can get them to that next level of education that maybe their family has never reached, we change the world for their kids and their kids' kids and their kids' kids' kids. We think about U of L, providing our students with a world-class education, encouraging them to learn and grow, as well as keeping Kentuckians safe and healthy through the great work of U of L Health. I think about Jefferson Community and Technical College providing our students with affordable education so they can pursue high-wage careers right here in the Commonwealth. Recently, we announced our Education First Employer program that is a dramatic sea change to how KCTC does its job. Gone are the days where we simply tried to graduate people with a certain skill, a certain credit, or a certain degree. Now, KCTC, JCTC are opening their doors like they did many years ago to UPS to let employers come directly in, provide the training that they need, and create a pipeline to where those employers can track their potential workforce years out. I want to thank UPS for supporting our people. Listen, when you're governor and you've got a company that employs more than 30,000 of your citizens, it's really important to thank that company for their work each and every day. Besides making sure that our people have the goods and services that we depend on, they continually invest in Kentucky. They donated much needed PPE to our hospitals during the pandemic, and 60+% of every life-saving vaccine that went out across planet Earth came through this facility right here. We're really proud of you for being there for us. Metro College is another way that these partners are helping Team Kentucky build a better Commonwealth for each of our families. I'm proud to say I'm the second Governor Beshear to support this program. My dad, Governor Steve Beshear, signed legislation supporting Metro College, ensuring the incredible partnership could receive a tax credit through 2027. Folks, I was there when they were trying to figure out how to make this work in a recession where they had cut the budget 13 times. The preservation of this program was a priority for him, a priority for the General Assembly, a priority for UPS, and because of that, it persists today, and so many families have been helped. My dad knew then, just as we all know, that education might not be the answer to everything, but it's part of the answer to every challenge we face. It has the unmatched potential to unlock opportunity for our people to change the lives of our families, to make a better world. It's how we lift all of our people up, strengthen our workforce, and begin to address historic inequities. Throughout my career, I have fought to support higher education, securing one of the best budgets for higher education that we had seen in years. I want to thank the General Assembly for supporting higher ed in that last budget. Like this program, we've worked to find those impediments that might seem small to us, but are big for our families. When we launched the free GED program, removing the cost of taking that test, we saw thousands of additional Kentuckians stepping up to make sure that they had gotten that degree and that they could further their careers. We implemented a free ACT retake for each of our seniors, knowing that everybody goes up on average a couple points each time they take it. That could be the difference between getting into higher ed or not. It could be the difference between getting the scholarship money you need and not. We've worked with the General Assembly to secure over $245 million new dollars for career and technical education all over Kentucky. $10 million came to JCPS to revamp the system, to bring in new employers, to make sure that every Kentucky child has a path. That's what the Everybody Counts program is about. It's about not trying to choose a child's path, whether they're going to go to college or whether they're going to go directly in the workforce, but making sure that there is an opportunity in one of those paths for each and every one of our graduating seniors. Think about what it will mean if we can get to that point where we place for one generation every graduating senior either in higher ed with the money they need here thanks to Evolve 502, an incredible program program, doing better and better work every year, or we put them in a great job with employers like UPS. And let me tell you that this program, in many ways, was a model for what we're trying to do. Because just because you pick one of those paths doesn't mean the other one should be shut off for you. This is a program and an employer that says, come work for us. If you want to go to school right now, we want to support you, even if it means you'll only work for us a certain period of time. Or if you want to come and start here full time and later go back to school, we want to lift you up. That is a really special thing. That's investing in your people and in our people. That's seeing the potential of every single individual, because we are all children of God. It is really exciting to see what happens when we face challenges and programs like this are created, or the things we're doing to address workforce right now. Folks, we are living through a historic moment in Kentucky, and let me tell you, we deserve it. We have been through a pandemic, tornadoes, floods, 2 windstorms, 2 ice storms, a polar plunge, the coldest I can ever remember it, and now the hottest summer on record. We're dealing with inflation that, while temporary, is still tough, and even the economic implications and ramifications of a war in Europe. In many ways, we have dealt with more challenges these past 4 years than I can ever remember in such a short period. But together, we're moving from adversity to prosperity. I've announced over 880 new location and expansions, 3 from UPS alone in the last couple years. We brought in $27 billion of new private sector investment while I've been governor, a record for any governor, whether they serve 4 or 8 years, or as I like to say it, take that, Steve Beshear. But when we think about what it means to have our best year ever in 2021, our second best year ever in 2022, folks, we're going to have our third best year ever in 2023. The momentum that creates with programs like this gives us a chance to be the generations that change everything. I mean, we've got a chance to turn our brain drain into a brain gain. That's what this program has been doing. We've got a chance, no matter how big a young person in Kentucky dreams, they can chase that dream right here in Kentucky. You look at Worldport, world-class facility right here in Kentucky. You look at what Ford is doing and so many others. We are winning time and time again, and what it's going to give us the chance to do is to be the generations that change everything. We have a chance, thanks to UPS and so many others, to leave a collective legacy that is not mine but all of ours, of more opportunity for every generation that comes after us. What an incredible gift to leave to our kids and our grandkids, to meet our business needs, to continue to supercharge this economy, to fill the jobs that are out there while still building a better Commonwealth. And I think doing it with our faith and values. See, the Golden Rule teaches me that we're supposed to love, not like, love our neighbor as ourselves. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, the Samaritan says everyone is our neighbor, no exceptions. Think about meeting this historic moment when we create a good job for everybody. We can get healthy enough, educated enough, and trained enough to fill. It's going to give us a chance to address historic poverty. It's going to give us a chance to truly address inequity. It's going to give us a chance to restore hope in some areas where hope has been lost. I mean, this is our time in Kentucky. This is our moment. And we're being recognized nationally from being number 2 in per capita economic development to being number 3 in the creation of rural jobs. You know, because of UPS, we will never be a flyover state ever again, because the planes land right here. No one will ever be able to look down on us ever again. This is our chance to not just leapfrog 10 other states' economies, but to be a top 10 state economy. This company, this program, these educational partners are absolutely critical for us to realize this amazing potential, more so than I have ever seen, that is right in front of us. And to make sure that we realize it for every generation that comes after. So what a day. What a celebration. And to come together with all of these partners to celebrate something good. And to do it with all of us. I mean, a good job and a good education isn't Democrat or Republican. A new bridge, a new company, isn't red or blue unless we paint it that way. Clean drinking water, which we're getting all over Kentucky, or the fact that we're going to have enough money coming down to connect every home in Kentucky to high-speed internet in the coming years. That's exciting, and it's going to lift up every single family. So let's keep up the good work. Thank you to everybody who made this happen so many years ago. You are a big reason we didn't just get through that recession and the pandemic and the natural disasters. You're the reason that we are marching forward together, building the type of Commonwealth that our kids and our grandkids truly deserve. God bless and thank y'all. Oh. And while the mayor had a proclamation, I have an acclamation. And if you ask me the difference, I'm really not sure. But we wanted to make sure that we proclaimed or acclaimed this great program, this great anniversary. So on behalf of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, please accept this acclamation.
Well, thank you very much, Governor, and thank you for all of you for attending today. And I certainly want to thank our elected official partners, our higher education partners, and of course our Metropolitan College students for making this program what it is for 25 years. And as we keep talking about celebrating the 50th anniversary, we certainly look forward to that. So with that, thank you for being here. And I'll so a little housekeeping for the media in the back. For those that want to do interviews, there's a backdrop up here to my right, and so you can move over here and we'll do the interview. So with that, thank you all once again, and have a great day.
Okay. Just throw some out.
Guys, we'll have the governor available for some questions over at the backdrop over there. Cool. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, cool. We'll just go, honestly, find it. Yeah, we'll find it.
Huh?
What? No. So, Councilman Russo.
I am.